So we put this pull-up bar up here with the 2x8s that we made black, and then the dip bar also 2x8s, two 2x8s, and we did some lag bolts in there. And then along this wall on the top, we're going to put a 2x4 spacer and a 2x12 along the bottom here, and then we're going to underneath it, we're going to put a 1x2 framing upon each of these pieces of the wall here so that that matches up with the studs. This is a 12-foot wall by 8 foot tall. And then we're going to put a climbing wall basically from here all the way up. The 1x2 wall framing studs is going to then have a 3/4 inch plywood here all the way up to the 2x12, and then there will be climbs all the way up to the top. And then on this side we're also going to put 3/4 inch plywood on top of the 1x2, and the 1x2 is going to provide that framing so it'll stick out a little bit so we can have multiple handholds. Okay, so this is the progress that we have so far. I've got 4 boards up, pulled the baseboards off, and we're going to do the monkey bars across the top right here. Alright, so we got the 1x2s in here, and we're about to put that last board in. So we have the top boards, we've got the 4x6s here. I've been notching them out. I took a skill saw and chopped multiple lines roughly 1 inch apart, and then I've been working with a chisel and a hammer to notch those out. Got another one notched out right there, and then the 3/4 inch plywood has just been cut and is ready to go to have holes drilled in it. So you can see here, I went ahead and took each of the 3/4 inch plywood, and I went ahead and I made a outline where I took 3 inches back from the edge, 3 inches from the side, and went holes every 6 inches. And I went ahead and made this template here, and I'll just move it along as I go along here. When you're done cutting, it's really important to understand that you want to go through the side that you want to be on the surface, because the back side is going to kind of blow a hole in it. But you can see what it looks like on the back. So you sandpaper it down. Looks nice on the front. Alright, so we've got T-nuts after we painted the front that we're putting in the back. Because at the time of this video there are a shortage of some of the commercial ones, we ended up going with a combination of the 4-prong and the 2-prong, so we are putting it on in. Alright, so I got helpers here helping put the T-nuts in. Alright, so I've got a swing here that I just put up. I went ahead and found the studs in the ceiling, and I put 3-inch lag bolts into the 2 ends of the stud, so here and here. And then once that was in 2 spots, I measured it, make sure it was 90 degrees from the wall. And then these right here I got on Amazon for roughly $20, which came with the hooks. And then I went ahead and bought the swing as a dual swing with another set on Amazon. Alright, so We just drilled the holes for the front side fascia, and we'll be putting in T-nuts. Alright, so right now I put up the 4 posts. You can see the 4x6 posts in the corners with the notches and whatnot. I'm going to see what I can do to get those posts up there. Alright, so we got the 4x6 wall post over there in the corner. Tried to do some hurricane straps. Didn't work out exactly the way we wanted it to. But then a 4x6 beam there in the corner. We've tossed up a few new holds there on the wall. And what we did was, on the back of the 2x12 and the 2x6 there, we screwed in 7/16 or 1/2 inch, and we placed a two-hole T-nut for the climbing apparatus to be attached to with the proper bolt pattern. I believe it's a 3/8/16, and that way we can put holds all the way up. Bars were added in, as you can see here, as well as the lights. Put a picture in the video of the lights that we put up here along the top. The monkey bars here, as we put in, we used the ability to screw this in and tighten it or loosen it so that this bar will spin, and we did that all the way across here. And you can see this is what the final product looks like up close on the inside. And on the outside we'll be adding some additional pieces here. We had to notch that out. But there's a hang bar as well. That's what the final product looks like. All said and done. Just like that. Yes.